Knicks fans, there's a quiet move that might not be so quiet. The Westchester Knicks just acquired TJ Warren via returning rights, and immediately the question popped up, can the Knicks bring him to the main roster? Could they waive someone, buy someone out, and sign Warren to a veteran minimum deal for the stretch run? Because here's the thing, this is not random, this is buyout season chess. Let's break it down. So here's what happened. Westchester acquires TJ Warren via returning rights, which means he's back in the organization. Now he's 32 years old, still a capable scoring wing. He has not stuck long-term in the NBA since his Indiana and Phoenix stretch, but we know what he can do when healthy. Mid-range game, off-ball scoring, size at the wing. The immediate fan question was asked to Keith Smith, an NBA insider, could the Knicks waive a player and sign Warren to a vet minimum later in the season? Keith's response was yes, in mid-March when veteran minimum deals prorate enough, the Knicks could do it. That's the key phrase, prorate enough. Let's unpack that. By mid-March, veteran minimum contracts become cheaper against the cap because the season is mostly over. That's why buyout season exists. Teams wait, veterans wait, and contenders monitor. So technically, yes, the Knicks could waive someone or complete a buyout and add Warren to the main roster for cheap. The question is not can they, the question is would they, because now here's where things get interesting. Theoretically, if Jordan Clarkson wanted a buyout situation, purely hypothetical, the Knicks could free up a spot. And if that happened, you could add another wing like Warren, but let's be real, Clarkson is still a rotation level scorer. Unless both sides want that split, it's unlikely. And right now, there's no reporting really suggesting that's happening, so this is more about flexibility than inevitability. Let's assume the scenario where the Knicks are fully healthy in the playoffs. You've got the starting five and then the bench consisting of Jose, Deuce, Landry, Sohan, and Mitch. That's already a 10-man rotation without even including Diawara, Clarkson, or Kolek. So then why add Warren? The answer is locker room presence and playoff insurance. If injuries hit again, if you need another scoring wing, if matchups demand mid-range shot creation, Warren still gives you that. He's not really a defender-first wing, he's not a playmaker, but he's a bucket, and in a playoff series, sometimes you just need a bucket. But here's the other side. Maybe this move is not about the main roster at all. Maybe it's about Westchester. Think about who's down there. Dink Pate, Dylan Jones, Pacome Dadier, and Kevin McCullough Jr., young guys, prospects, and two-way pieces. Having a 32-year-old veteran who's actually scored 20 plus in the NBA, that matters. That stabilizes the affiliate, that builds culture. Sometimes these G League vet signings are not about call-ups, they're about mentorship, and that might be more valuable long-term than a March roster tweak. Let's zoom out. What has this front office shown us throughout the recent years? They don't make impulsive moves, they don't chase headlines, they build depth, they protect flexibility, and they value continuity. So if Warren stays in Westchester, that tells you that they're fully confident in this current group. If he gets called up, that tells you something shifted, health, matchups, or playoff prep. But the most likely scenario at the moment is that he stays with Westchester unless injury hits the wing, a buyout opportunity opens, or Warren absolutely dominates and forces the conversation himself. Mid-March is the checkpoint, not today, not tomorrow, but mid-March. This is not a headline move, it's optionality. And contenders value that optionality. The Knicks do not have to do anything, but they can. And that's the difference between a team hoping to compete and a team preparing to adjust. And this is where the Jordan Clarkson situation becomes very real, because if we're being honest, as this team gets healthier, the rotation tightens. Playoff basketball is not about going 11 or 12 deep, it's about trust, it's about defensive matchups, and it's about who Mike Brown believes can survive two-way possessions in a 7-game series. And if Deuce is back, if Mitch is back, if Sohan locks in a consistent role, minutes get squeezed. And when that happens, DNPs start stacking up. Clarkson is still a scorer, nobody's denying that, an elite scorer at that. But if his shot is not falling and the coaching staff prioritizes defense and versatility late in the year, you could absolutely see nights where he's situational or even out of the main rotation entirely. And that's not an indictment, that's playoff math, which brings us back to TJ Warren. If you're already trending toward tightening the wing rotation and you know buyout season gives you flexibility, then suddenly this is not random. It's optionality, it's leverage, and it's preparation for scenarios that the public does not see yet, and that's what good front offices do. They prepare before the pressure hits. But you guys, let me know in the comments, would you bring TJ Warren to the main roster at this point of the season or keep him developing the kids in Westchester? And if a buyout happened, do you think Jordan Clarkson is the likeliest candidate, or who would you move if not him? Let me know in the comments down below, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and sub to the channel for more Knicks news and updates you will not want to miss. It's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.